viewers, and welcome back to another one of my maintenance / repair shows here on YouTube. Got the old Yoda here. It's the 1997 Camry LE, equipped with the 5S-FE 4-cylinder 2.2 liter engine. Made it to the Ace & Warner A140E automatic transmission. This video should apply to pretty much any other 5S-FE application as a whole. And today we will be doing an oil change. So as Voltar would say, you better sit back, strap on. Yeah, I better strap on too so I don't get a ticket. But all the same, prepare yourselves for an oil change on a 5S-FE Toyota engine. Let's do it. Okay, first thing you'll do is jack your vehicle up in the air. Use jack stands, ramps, drive-on lift, forearm lift, whatever you can use. Make sure your rear wheels are blocked off, parking brake is set, etc. So your vehicle don't roll off. Make sure you're square and secured on your load, because your safety does matter on my channel. As Taraz Cool would say, safety is #1 priority. Next thing you'll do is come down to the bottom of the car. Here's your oil pan. It's 14 millimeters. It seems like these things want to stick. So I would do is use a 1/2 inch drive to take it off, 1/2 inch drive, 14 millimeter socket. Then use a 3/8 inch drive to tighten it back up when it's over. Let's do it. Alright, came loose. Just gotta turn it again. Alright, give it a few turns. Get my catch can under here. There, see, there it is, catch can. Got the catch can under there. I'm gonna reposition that catch can, shall we? Get ready to position this can because it's gonna go all over the place. Not as dramatic as what happened most of my oil changes, but nonetheless, it's draining. Now it's gonna help it drain in. I'm just gonna let it drain and we'll come back. Then with the oil all drained out as much as you can, you'll take your wrench, tighten it down as good as it'll go. Just so you know, you want to tighten it down like say 1/8 of a turn. No more than 1/4 of a turn, because it just needs to be on there. Doesn't need to be Hercules tight or anything like that. Okay, so it looks like you may need a special tool for this engine to get the oil filter off. As you may know, this is the same tool I used to get the oil filter off of my future mother-in-law's car. It pretty much works the same here. Get your big, long 3/8 inch extension, put it in the hole, set your stuff to loosen. Let's do it. See? Comes right off. Clean off. So with that being said, I'll be linking this tool again in the video description. And on a real quick side note, the gasket didn't come off. See? No gasket. It's all on the filter. Cool. Alrighty, here's the oil filter that I will be using for today's project and show. It's a Toyota Lexus genuine parts filter. Not a sponsor, as Erica would say. Just what I chose to use. Part number 90915-YZZF2. Open the box. And there's one of these protective films on here that you gotta peel off. So you might as well peel it off now. And of course you lube up the new filter with old engine oil. Nice thing about this pan is that it collects pulls up a lot of old oil here. Boom, it's looking a little oily. Now let's do it in a few careful places. Just so I can make sure I got it fully covered. Spin it around, spin it around, spin it around. Keep spinning, boom. Then you pretty much install it back on the car. Be careful when installing it by hand because again, you do have this exhaust shield here. So do be aware of that, especially if working on a warm engine. So just as a fair warning, make sure this is hand tight. If you are using the tool that I showed off earlier to get this out, to put this back on, and also prevent burnt hands. Just be careful, not to tighten it too much because this is an oil filter. It's not supposed to be on too tight anyway. Now it's time to install the engine oil. Here's the specs that's on the cap. And here's some conventional motor oil from Amazon Basics. Again, not a sponsor. Just what I'm using for this show and this job. Just make sure everything matches. That what's on the oil cap here is a good quality oil. You're good to go. Just so you know, this takes about 4 quarts of motor oil. The engine takes like 3.8 quarts from what I've read. And another, say, 2/10 of a quart for the filter. So you might as well say it's like 4 quarts altogether. Alrighty, after you get the car back on the ground and you have the engine oil up to a sufficient level, like at the F line on the dipstick, it's time to, as Scotty Kilmer would say, rev up your engine! Then after that, you'll go outside and check for workmanship. and with everything checked out, just like I said, make sure you check your engine dipstick again for the oil level. Top off as necessary. Make sure it stays at the F, especially with the engine off, of course. And that's pretty much it. So now you know how to change your own engine oil on a 1997 Toyota Camry or any other 5S-FE application. Let's go and wrap this up, shall we? Okay, so I forgot to mention that as we wrap this up, that your oil change intervals, like say 3,000 miles. If you want to go up to 5,000, you know, have at you. Just don't take conventional oil past 5,000 miles for any reason. Other than that, this was a pretty surprising yet easy oil change. Surprised I was able to use the same tool that I used to get my future mother-in-law's oil filter off her Avalon work just fine on this Camry or other 5S-FE application. I wonder how many other applications that tool works on. Oh well. The world may never know. With that being said, since this is, a simple oil change job, you could also elect to do other things like, say, tire rotation, shake your tires down at 12 and 6, 9 and 3, check for play, visually inspect your frame, suspension, steering components, check for leaks, check your fluid level and condition, check your battery level and condition, blah, 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 blah. Because, this is the first step in doing your own maintenance work yourself. So, you might as well take the liberty and, check everything out while you can every oil change. Yeah. So other than that, all I gotta say is I'm Adventure Link. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support, past, present, and future. Got any questions, comments, concerns, praise, criticisms, whatever? Take it down to the YouTube comments below this video. In addition to going down to the comment box and leaving your comments down there, please make sure to rate, subscribe, share it with your friends and family, and preferably other 5S-FE Toyota engine owners. Please do. It lets YouTube and myself know if I'm doing a good job or not. I'm not making crappy videos. It gets my word out and helps other people out too. Win-win for everyone. Everyone wins on my channel. And if you never want to miss another video from me again, you gotta ring that bell. If you have any questions about Toyota products as a whole, I would advise you to join the Toyota Enthusiast Facebook group. Otherwise, if you have a 3rd or 4th Gen Toyota Camry, which runs from, say, 1990 to 2001, hit up the 3rd, 4th Gen Camry crew. That's spelled K-R-E-W, that is. Either way, both groups are on Facebook. Please join up. Search the boards, post your questions. The fine folks there, myself included, will be happy to answer any questions you may have in a timely manner. Don't forget the medical bills and social media links. They're in the video description. Please check them out. Additionally, any tools and parts that I used are in the video description. Please consider donating. Any amount helps out. And as Games from the Grave would say, it helps keep this channel and myself alive and undead. And we're going to sign off with the wise words of wisdom from Eric the Car Guy, reminding you guys to be safe, have fun, and of course, stay dirty. And as Eric O would say, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Take care. See you all for the next YouTube video that I do. Until then, have yourselves a good rest of your day, evening, whatever time that this is for you. Have a good one.